Morning Barbados. It's good to have you with us for another Morning Barbados presentation. I'm Tisha Hines, and I'll be here with you until just around 8 o'clock. If I can make them let me stay a little longer, maybe after. I don't know how that will work out. Fingers crossed. But I'm hoping you can stay here with us for the entire time. How has your week been going? My week has been nothing short of interesting. And what about the weather? My goodness. Every single day the weather is odd, is the only word I can use. It's raining, there's thunder, there's lightning, then it's hot, as hot can be. And those are not the words I wanted to use. But you know exactly what I'm talking about. So make sure you're ready for any eventuality. Be prepared as you head on out. A special good morning to all the parents who have to do it every single morning, get the little ones off to school and so on. I know it can be quite challenging, especially for the ones who might be having challenging days on heading out to school. So you're getting ready and they're not. I know how that works out sometimes. So a special salute to you and to our older folks listening in and viewing. Remember to take your tablets today. The doctors keep saying that we don't have a very good protocol when it comes to taking medication here in Barbados. So people start, and when they start to feel better, they stop. That's not a good thing. You have to make sure that we do it the right way. All right, so we wanted to start talking about health and wellness because NCDs, non-communicable diseases, they're on everybody's tongues because they're too rampant in our community. So here with us to talk a little bit more about that, bright and early this morning, ready in their sneakers, we have the chair of the NCD Commission, Suleiman Bubulia, is joining us, and Celia Cullimore is a health and wellness advocate with the Ministry of Health and the NCD Commission. And they're both here to try to convince us that tomorrow we should get and stay a little active by wearing sneakers. It'll make a difference in how you function and walk around. So good morning, guys. Welcome.
Good morning.
Always good to see you, both of you. Yeah, but it's really good to see Suleiman in sneakers. I must say that these sneakers don't look too worn, yes, but we're gonna get into that.
Thanks for wrapping me out.
So talk to us a little bit about National Sneaker Day coming up tomorrow.
So thank you very much, Tisha, for the welcome this morning. You are always so accommodating to us when we want to speak about our events and so on. And thank you to the staff at CBC. It's really wonderful to be here. I just wanted to add, when you told the elderly to take your tablets, that you should also add, do a little brisk walk or something, you know?
Yes.
Water. Yeah, drink water and move around. Anyway, we are here to talk about National Sneaker Day, which is tomorrow, Friday, 27th of September. It's an initiative of the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the NCD Commission, in collaboration with the Ministry of Labour, Social Security and the third sector, especially their workplace wellness program. So what we're trying to do is encourage Barbadians as a whole, but particularly the ones in the workplace setting, to wear sneakers tomorrow. And why sneakers? Because we want a more attention to physical activity, and sneakers give you that kind of push to be a little more physically active. And physical activity is important in the fight against NCDs. It helps in prevention, it helps in control. Physical activity is one of those ingredients that goes into helping persons to stay healthy and for your wellness and your well-being. And we want to push that even more. That's one of the things that we're pushing. Last time we were here, we were talking about nutrition. So now we're talking about physical activity, and we want Barbadians to get a lot more physically active. So National Sneaker Day, we're promoting it for tomorrow, and we are encouraging Barbadians where they're at, especially in the workplaces, HR managers, your managers, please encourage your staff yourselves to wear sneakers. I'm encouraging you too, Tisha, to wear sneakers tomorrow.
Thank you. I definitely will. I'll wear my sneakers tomorrow. What do you think wearing sneakers could do psychologically? I was immediately thinking when you talked about that, about maybe a power walk competition, down the corridor. So you think it helps to make people a little more active?
Oh, definitely. Comfortable. Sneakers are comfortable. You're able to move better in them. They're durable. If you want to walk up those stairs, run up those stairs, go for that walk, make sure that you're putting in your steps. Encouraging people, if they have their Fitbits, to track their progress, because we're going to have a competition as well, which we will speak about a little bit in the conversation. But sneakers definitely make a difference. There was a time someone asked me, if you were a shoe, or if you were a shoe, what would you be? And I said a sneaker. Because
I wouldn't.
I want comfort. I want to feel like I am moving on, walking on cloud nine. There's such a great feeling for me as someone who worked in corporate, always wearing heels. I am very comfortable in sneakers, and I can do much more because I'm flat and I can get more steps and more comfortable in my movement and not feeling like I'm going to hurt or injure myself in heels. Not saying I'm clumsy, but sneakers definitely gives you a little bit more security in terms of how you
It definitely
move.
adds to movement, the way you can get around, and it feels like, you know, you're actually doing a little bit more. I love the idea of both of you and your Fitbits and encouraging
Yes.
all of us to do the same. I definitely will put on my Fitbit tomorrow to be a part of it as well. Let's talk about the state of health in Barbados for a minute, because I think that's important in terms of the NCDs. And a lot of us are living very sedentary lifestyles. You know, we kind of sit around, and then people feel like, I do a lot of housework. You know, I'm up and down in the kitchen. I'm running around with the children. I'm sweeping, I'm mopping. Is that enough?
So the conversation needs to happen, because we are seeing a society that has become a lot less active, physically active. So you're seeing, especially, you spend a lot of time at work, and your workplace generally is where you sit a lot. You're at your desk, you're at your counter, wherever you are, you're sitting a lot. And you're spending long hours doing that. The job that I am, thankfully, I am on my feet most of the day. And that's why you have your Fitbit, you track your steps. I mean, the argument is that you should have 10,000 steps a day, but I see a new research saying that 5,000 even is enough.
7,000.
So by the time I check my steps, I'm almost close to 5,000. So, but a lot of persons are not in that position where the job allows them to be moving around a lot. And that's where we need to have sensitization on that. You know, you're sitting for a long period of time, you're not physically active. Those who are at home and as you said, doing a little bit of housework and so on, but you still need to have that activity. The argument again is you should have at least 30 minutes of strong physical activity. Celia will probably speak more to this better than I can, but you need to have a lot more activity. And but we are coming less and less physically active in our country. And along with that, as you know, as we spoke before, you're sitting down a lot, but you're also snacking on things that are not nutritious. So that's affecting the health. And what we are finding is that the increase in NCDs are happening. And the increase in hypertension and heart disease, diabetes, all because of a variety of reasons, but physical inactivity is one of them.
Yeah, well, physical activity does many things, but one of the major things is it gets those lungs expanding, and you really need to keep those lungs going because it can create some challenges. So for a lot of people, you know, even deep breathing, you need oxygen in that body, and if you're not deep breathing through exercising and so on, you can cause a number of challenges. Of course, Celia can tell us much more about why we need exercise to keep our bodies going.
Yes, and I would start from the definition of physical activity. And physical activity is any bodily movement that is produced by the contraction of skeletal muscles that require energy expenditure. So there are people who would say, I'm not interested in running. Right. You want me to walk on the road and somebody strike me down. But there's so many different ways that you can move. My mentor would always give me a hard time. I'm really into what you do, but I'm going to go in my garden. And that makes a difference. You
Her
know, being
mentor
able
is my neighbor. I was surprised you got her to move.
Yes.
Said, I went for a walk. She talks like that.
Yes.
So being out in your garden, you can squat. So if you're gonna get down and you're gonna start to dig stuff, you can squat down and get that stuff. You can hinge over, so you can do deadlifts as you're doing your movement. Physical activity, being able to do something, do anything. So if you like walking, walk. If you like running, run. If you like riding a bicycle, going to the beach and swimming. If you like connecting with friends and doing activities together, find something that you enjoy to do. Don't see physical activity as a burden. See this as you are investing in your health and your wellness. You're feeling better mentally. You're feeling better emotionally. If you stay consistent, you're going to see changes in your body. You're going to feel more active, more energetic, more flexible. You might start to say, oh, my waistline coming down. My legs are becoming more toned. There's so many benefits of being physically active, but that emotional well-being really makes a difference when you're active. I work out on mornings, and I have more energy, I have more clarity to really start my day. So encouraging people to do something, even if it starts with 5 minutes, and then building on that day by day, week by week, month by month. And as you stay consistent, you will start to see and feel different changes in yourself, within yourself.
And I know, Solomon, you guys are encouraging people to do a few things in the
Yes.
office tomorrow when
Yes.
they get out.
Yes, so along with wearing your sneakers tomorrow, we want you to do a little bit of physical activity, jumping jacks, whatever you can do by your desk, stretches as a group, individual, and we want you to video that. We want you to record that, we want you to take pictures, and we want you to post it. Our hashtag is hashtag BB Sneakers Day 2024. And we have some incentives in there for you. Once you post that and we really love it, we're going to have some incentives. So we have some persons that have come on board with us, Skechers Barbados and Athletes Foot, and we're going to be giving some prizes out. But that's all part of incentivizing you to get more active, to get more physically active. And as Celia said, it doesn't have to be you joining a gym or, you know, doing something extraordinary that is going to make you feel uncomfortable. Do what you feel comfortable with, but just do a little something every day.
Yeah.
And be aware. You know, I'm sitting for a whole day, for example. You know, just once I'm conscious of it, I'm going to get up and do a few steps and come back to my desk. I'm going to get up and do a few stretches and come back to my desk. Tisha, you're sitting here from 6 in the morning till 8, right? Mm-hmm. You don't get up during that time at all, right?
I say to people, within every hour, just move, right? So if you're sitting for 20, 30 minutes, get up and move. Walk down the hall. If you need to go to the bathroom, go to the kitchen, just movement. I'm in a workspace now where I see people, they would get up and move. Sometimes they would go down to Sky Mall to get, just like to go to the supermarket, movement. There are times I see people coming out later in the afternoon. I'm like, you didn't get up from your table today. So being able to hold each other accountable as well. You're within the workspace. It's really about encouraging each other to move because you know the benefits of movement. So another thing that we're going to be doing tomorrow as well is we're going to be working with the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry, where they're launching their Get Moving initiative with the NCD Commission. So we're encouraging people, if they're interested in coming out between 12:30 and 3 o'clock, Braemar Court, Dighton in St. Michael, you can come out. There's going to be activities. I'm going to be doing some fitness with them. We're also going to be doing edutainment. So you're learning, but you're doing fun stuff as well. There's going to be health chats. There's going to be fun competitions and prizes and giveaways as well, and healthy eats and treats for persons to also consume.
And that's important
tomorrow.
because a lot of the times we say, do not, but we don't give the alternatives.
Correct.
Yes.
And for some people, it's so easy to just grab, you know, what they're accustomed to.
Correct.
What's available and what's there. So if you have healthier options available to you, then it makes for better choices
Yes.
in what you're choosing. You were saying something.
What you're saying is that you recognize that it's a culture, and we're changing a culture and a mindset. How do you do that? You have to do that one step at a time. You have to make people aware. We recognize there's going to be pushback, but once you're aware and you start to be conscious, it's a mindful activity that you're doing, you then start to see the change, and the change happens slowly, but we want it to happen. We believe it has to happen because we got to push back what's happening with our NCD issues. I mean, too many persons presenting themselves with diabetes and
I mean,
heart
once
issues.
you start, you're going to feel the difference.
Yeah.
If when you go one flight of stairs, all of a sudden you're feeling winded,
Yes.
it should never happen. Some
Right.
people can make it halfway
True.
up the flight of stairs, and that should say a great deal to you.
True.
If you can make it up one flight of stairs. So you definitely should check that out. For average people, you know, get a skipping rope. That's a good place to start. Everybody has a street in front of them. You know, do what we did as children, draw hopscotch. You know, play
We'll
with the
definitely
kids.
playing hopscotch tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's good
Bring
stuff.
back old
I don't know if I
things, yeah.
remember how to play hopscotch.
I'm sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, but I definitely will bring back some childhood days. It would be good to get out with the little ones. And, you know, one thing that I always love to say is for people who love to come out and walk and so on, I think that we have to work on more places that we can get out. It would be lovely. I know there's a trail
Yes.
out in St. George and stuff like that, but that's a conversation for another time.
Yeah.
We want to tell everybody, remind everybody about National Sneaker Day tomorrow. We're encouraging you to step into wellness. It's a workplace wellness initiative, and I certainly hope that in the workplaces there are some challenges because
Yeah.
I can see some treasure hunts going on for prizes. Maybe some speed walking competitions down the corridors, just to get people active. I think that would be lovely. So thank you both for coming in with
welcome.
your sneakers and trying to show me up.
Your
today.
shoes are
No,
very
it's tomorrow.
lovely.
Thank you, Sia.
You're definitely working your calf muscles and your thighs.
I
So
know
that's
that,
good.
darling. And you know very well because you're a heels girl too. But I definitely will be wearing my sneaks tomorrow, so I look forward to that.
Good.
And make sure that you plan for it as well and you wear your sneakers tomorrow. Thanks for your time. Suleiman Bubulia
I don't think
is chairman of the NCD Commission of Barbados. I don't even know where that name comes from in my head, man. Yeah,
I
and
don't play
Cecilia
cricket.
Cullimer is health and wellness advocate and always out there and pushing for that. On that note, good morning, Suleiman Ben.
Hope he's watching.
Somebody will tell him. Trust me. Doing fantastic things with the young cricketers.
Yes.
So again, thank you. We definitely will continue to reinforce. And who knows, I might have to get up and get active tomorrow as well. All right, stay with us. We have a lot more coming up. We still have the next chapter. We're going to be telling you a whole lot about a wonderful initiative from a Barbadian who is not living here, but doing great things with books. And also, Daughters Arise is a Woman Arise conference that's coming up. Jennifer Burrows is going to be in to share more about that with us. Stay with us here on Morning Barbados on this gorgeous Thursday.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oistins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it, Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
We enjoy a game with dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love cruise.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you. Welcome back to Morning Barbados. We're joined now by someone who is no stranger to Morning Barbados. She's been here before to tell us all about her awesome initiative called Woman Arise or Daughters Arise. This time around, she's talking about a conference that's coming up. So welcome, Jennifer Burrows. Good to have you with us again.
Good morning, and thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. And we are twinning today on colors.
Yes, we are. Look at that. Look at
Absolutely. Now, tell me a little bit about your passion, because I know that's what this is,
Yes.
and how it got going.
Yes. So Daughters Arise is a movement which I would have started on my university's campus. I attended the University of Oklahoma in the United States of America between 2018 to 2022. And it was really in that time that I started walking with the Lord. And during that time, he really started to impress on my heart, you know, his desire that his young girls would really understand their identity as daughters daughters of God. Because if we fully understood that the creator of heaven was our Father, we would walk boldly in our callings, and in our destinies. And, we wouldn't fall to some things. We wouldn't make the mistakes that we make. We wouldn't fall to self-doubt and, imposter syndrome and things like that. And so this was something that he started to put on my heart. And from that was birthed the movement as an organization on my university's campus. And after returning home in 2022, it started to find expression here in Barbados in 2023 through a mentorship program for young women, firstly in my community, and then it spread to other young ladies as well. And then, as you know, we would have held the first Daughters Arise, Women Arise conference last year, and we've held workshops. But it really is my passion to see God's desire for his young women to understand who we are, as his daughters, and arise and push past the different limitations that exist, whether external limitations or even the ones that we put on our own selves, and become all that he has called us to be.
Let's talk about all you've been able to do on this mentorship program, leading into the conference as well. What are some of the major areas that you've been touching in dealing with these young girls?
Yes. So for the young women, our mentorship program, it focuses on their spiritual, personal, academic, and even professional development. And it's in different cohorts, and so sometimes we have an 8-week program. The first one was 10 weeks, and we come together and we discuss different issues ranging from purpose to mental health to how to eat well, how to manage your time, even talking about the importance of networking from a young age and positioning yourself as an all-rounded student, because many of them are will eventually become eligible for scholarships or university, and even the world of work. So it's really making sure that they are well versed about the challenges that are awaiting them in life and helping them to be a little bit more equipped to navigate them, and also making them aware of the different opportunities that exist as young women to just flourish and try new things, and just ultimately preparing them for the journey of life.
What was the feedback like for you after the last conference?
The last conference, I got lots of good feedback from the women who were there. They were very inspired to go and start, the different things that God had placed on their hearts. They were very thankful for just the environment of sisterhood, and the speakers that we had last time, they were very open and transparent about challenges of life, because, often we like to come on social media and we post the pretty pictures and we talk about how life is going well for us, but we often do not talk about the challenges that we face, as people, as women, as young girls. And so it was really it was appreciated that there was that space for people to share, I got even one comment that said it was the very last thing, the conference was the very last thing that pulled them out of their state of depression. And for me, it was a lot, because it showed the way of actually being obedient in the things that God calls us to do. And I am just excited about this upcoming conference on Saturday.
Absolutely. Tell us more. What can we look forward to? I know that this will certainly build on everything that you've been able to accomplish since you started initially outside of Barbados in 2018 and then brought it home.
Yes. And so on Saturday, the theme for the conference is birth, build, and occupy. And at the heart of that theme is really God's desire for his women to be fruitful in every area of our lives. So within us, God has placed different skills and different abilities and different gifts and different passions that we are supposed to do our part and play our role in cultivating them and using them for our good to impact the world at large, our nation, and to ultimately bring him glory. And so many times we have ideas, and idea drops into our head and we're like, this is a good idea. And then time passes, or then we look at the limitations. I don't have the money, I don't have the people, I don't have the support, and then time passes and it never gets done. But this conference will ultimately help the women to see your God-given idea is important. It has value in the world, it has a place in the world, and it's time to get started. So we're not just coming to merely inspire you and motivate you, but we're going to be helping you to, put action to that idea, so that it moves from merely being a dream to a goal and to seeing it being accomplished.
Well, interesting stuff. I love the concepts that go behind it: birth, build, and occupy. And when you mentioned, the Bible says that we should be fruitful and multiply. A lot of people kind of hitch that on to fertility exclusively.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But in the way that you're talking about it, in terms of your ideas and things you're able to do, building on your skill sets, looking at those things, those God-given gifts that you can multiply. It really seems impactful. Tell us how we can become a part of the conference. I know it's absolutely FRWE, which means a great deal for a lot of people. That makes a big difference.
Yes. So the conference is this upcoming Saturday, the 28th of September, and it's going to be held in the Sky Mall Conference Room, and it's going to be from 9:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. As you rightfully said, it's free, and so all you need to do is come out. We will be providing lunch and break for the ladies as well, so you don't need to worry about having money or what you're going to eat. All we want is for you to come on out and receive and be ready to get going on those ideas.
Receive on every front. How are you able to offer conferences like this free of charge? We know it's not cheap by any stretch of the imagination to be able to feed a number of people, secure a room, get speakers and things like that. You must have awesome support.
I do behind the scenes, and I'm thankful to God. First of all, it's really God who makes all of this possible, and the help of donations and sponsorship. All of these things play a role in providing this free of charge, and so if you're interested, you can also reach out, if you want to partner with us as we prepare for our Saturday, and also the help of people in my life who are there, who are helping me, cheering me on, sisterhood, and I'm so grateful for them. Our speakers for the event, they're going to be Minister Andrea Harris of Women of Excellence and Empowerment Ministries, and then we also have Mrs. Margaret Grant, who is a past guidance counselor and an author and a speaker, and so it's going to be amazing.
All right, I love that, and I look forward to hearing how everything shapes up. The Woman Arise Conference, the theme is birth, build, and occupy, and it's at the Sky Mall Conference Room. Now, it starts at 9:30 in the morning. For people who might not be able to stay for the entire session, is it possible for people to come in? I know your preference would be for them to follow through, but can you kind of come in? At what stage would you advise if someone wants to take in one part of the session?
So yes, if you can't stay for the whole session, that is absolutely fine. If you can only come for a few hours, you are more than welcome to. I would say pop in anywhere between 9:30 and even 2:30 if you can, somewhere between there. But if you come at any time, that is fine, but you must register. No matter if you're just coming for a part of the time or if you're going to be there for the full day, registration via WhatsApp is required.
All right, how do we do that?
Yes, so you can reach out to me via WhatsApp at 837-3515. And once you do that, you'll be sent a link to a very short Google form to fill out, and then we will have you all registered.
All right, that's beautiful. So register through WhatsApp. Technology is really moving here. I mean, like every day there's something new to see. So you can register through WhatsApp and then come in. What types of numbers are you hoping to attract?
I'm preparing for 100 women. I'm preparing for 100 women, and so we will see on Saturday.
No, let's put that out there, Jennifer. 100 women.
100 women.
On Saturday.
100 women on Saturday.
Absolutely. Yes. I look forward to it. Share some photos with us.
I will do that.
We'll share them here on Mornin Barbados.
Yes, please.
Yeah, bless you for the work that you do. For people who think of others, even before themselves, is just an amazing way of thinking, amazing place to put your heart. Because I always say it's hard work to be able to do these types of things. So Daughters Arise, Women Arise Conference being held this Saturday, the 28th. The conference is free of cost. And don't think of all the other things you have planned to, I have to go to town, I have to do this, do something for you. It just might empower you to get started on all those things you've been putting on the back burner for a while. Always great to see you, Jennifer.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure. Thank you.
All right, good stuff. It's time for another break here on Morning Barbados. Coming up next, we're going to get online and talk about a wonderful initiative that involves books. That is all next.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
So good in a party yet. You know why?
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oistins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it, Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
You know why?
19 minutes to go before the 7 o'clock hour. Good to have you with us on this beautiful morning here in Barbados. I mean, it's beautiful wherever you are, whether it's a little cooler or it's a little warmer. I'm sure you're enjoying that space as well. We're going to introduce you to two ladies now who are doing fantastic work. They're going to start with telling you a little bit about the book. It's called Sunny's Rich Adventures, and it introduces little ones to financial literacy concepts in a way that's exciting and simple and of course educational. So we have Malika Chow joining us now. She is the author of the book, and Shawnee Springer is an event coordinator. And they're going to be telling us not only about the book, but we're also going to talk about the big book launch that is coming up. So good morning to you ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, welcome. Wonderful to have you here. First of all, Malika, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, tell me where this all started in terms of coming up with a book for children, first of all, and then on financial literacy.
Yeah, well, the thing is, personal finance has always been my passion. I consider it my passion and my purpose. I've done a lot of work in this space, focusing on young adults, professionals, entrepreneurs, various groups in Barbados. And I think for me, one thing I noticed was, what is the root cause of the problem? And that's why I started to kind of pivot into children, because I think that early childhood education is so important. That's where the seeds are sown. That's where we learn a lot of key things in school. And for me, I was like, okay, well, let me focus a bit on children. How can we develop our young minds? So I wanted to do that in a way that was captivating, that was engaging, that was fun. I do think that children learn best, when they're having a great time. So the book is really a reflection of that. And for me, I also wanted to expose kids to, of course, financial concepts like saving, budgeting, investing, but also to teach them about the world of travel, which I think is a really, really great experience. And also teaching kids about the Caribbean in particular. So a lot of the book, speaks about Trinidad, but this is the first book of many, as I like to say it. So there will be other books that will feature other Caribbean islands. So it's all about, showcasing the beautiful islands in the Caribbean and also the culture of the islands.
All right, before we delve into that, tell me about the connection then of sharing more about Trinidad within the pages of the book, and what place does culture have within the book? Because we know here in the Caribbean, it's not necessarily traditional to teach particularly younger people about finances. I most certainly started to learn more about finances once I went to universities, things like that.
So a lot of the books, so I think it also comes down to my personal experience. I think that when you speak from sometimes your experience, it makes concepts a lot easier to grasp, but also makes it very relatable. So, for me, I have had the distinct opportunity to travel and experience certain things. And that has enabled me to tell the story and tell it in a way that is fun and engaging. I chose Trinidad because, it's really... And I think it's also the dynamic of, the flying fish in Trinidad and Barbados. So I thought it was a nice play to kind of introduce in the first book, especially being that Sunny, the main character, is a flying fish. But I really think it's important and I think it's really showing the world, what the Caribbean has to offer. So it's exposing or showcasing, to the Caribbean community, the different islands, but also showcasing to persons outside of the islands, what do we have here? What products are we offering? The beauty, the nature, the different things that we have to offer within the Caribbean.
All right, so you're preparing for the book launch in October, mid-October or so. And I would imagine that's where Shawnee comes into the conversation. So let's segue into that and talk about that so we can hear from Shawnee what she has planned.
Absolutely. Good morning again, everybody. Our book launch will be on October 19th at Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Center from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. So the book is already available online on Amazon, but we wanted to have an actual launch here in Barbados so that we can engage the Barbadian public. That book launch we are partnering with the National Financial Literacy Program. So that's the program that is in our schools right now, and we want to partner with them because they are doing great work in our schools to promote financial literacy and to educate young people on things like investing and saving and things like that. So we are not reinventing the wheel, we're simply tapping into an existing network, and they will be present as well to give remarks and to give a presentation on, again, financial literacy and financial concepts. Tickets are available for purchase, and it would include a copy of the book, a signed copy of the book. Malika will be here on that day to sign and to do a reading, a goodie bag, and light refreshments.
Oh, okay. So do you have to register, or can people just walk up and be a part of it?
Absolutely. Spaces are limited as well, so you can register ahead of time. You can visit our Instagram page, My Quarter BB. There's a flyer on screen. You can visit My Quarter BB to find more information on how to register, and you can pay online as well. You can reach out to us via WhatsApp at 837-8915. That's 837-8915, where you can also get more information on how to register and how to pay.
Tell me a little bit about, the advice you would give to parents and educators who are looking to introduce financial literacy to children at an early age, based on the fact that you would have done the research and you have this book available. What advice would you give them in terms of giving bite-sized amounts of information that they can readily understand to children?
So I think it's really important that you kind of take it in stages. So I think for me, especially in this book, I introduce some very simple concepts. So in terms of like budgeting, actually figuring out how to plan, those concepts are really, really important. So I think you have to try to take it, building blocks. So you start small and kind of work your way up. And I think that's how, we all learn. I think when we think of more complicated concepts like investing, that's going to take some time to really digest, but making sure that you actually have the proper foundation, I think, is extremely critical. So I do think that, especially when you put it in a way that is, fun and keep children engaged, I do think that kind of helps to make the process a lot easier and makes learning very fun.
All right, wonderful. It's about Sunny's Rich Adventures. We certainly look forward to hearing a lot more about the book. The concepts are concepts that definitely need to be shared a little bit more. So I know Shawnee has her work cut out for her in getting things all prepped and ready. And it will be wonderful to have you, Malika, here in Barbados to be able to share and sign the books and so on, as you said. So best wishes on the book launch. Be sure to send us some photos and let us know how it goes.
Thank you so much. And thank you for having us.
All right. Thanks to both of you for jumping online so early in the morning and sharing with Barbados.
Yes.
All right. It's time for a break here on Morning Barbados, but stay with us. There's much more coming up.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. It's a different feeling altogether.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
You know why?
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
It's 6:51, 9 minutes to go before 7 o'clock. Now, we started the week by celebrating. It is World Tourism Week. After all, tomorrow is Tourism Day, World Tourism Day, so you can look out for some wonderful stuff tomorrow. But we had an opportunity, even after the cameras stopped rolling live, to talk with some of the exhibitors and some other players and stakeholders who were there. So we wanted to share some more of the exciting time that we had at the LESC on Tuesday as we celebrated with the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. World Tourism Week. Celebration of World Tourism Week goes beyond just what meets the eye. A lot of what people come to Barbados for are authentic Barbadian experiences. And the only way for you to get those authentic Barbadian experiences is to head into the communities all across Barbados. We know one of the major places that people head off to on the weekend and indeed throughout the week is Oistins Bay Garden, and we also have lots of activity at Six Men's in St. Peter as well. Joining us to talk a little bit more about that, we have Kemar Harris, who is of course chairperson of the Oistins Bay Garden Committee. Welcome, Kemar, good to have you here. Bring the mic a little closer. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that. And Frank Grimes is here. Frank has spent his entire life in this. Frank Jokes is here. And Frank has spent his entire life living in the Six Men's area. So welcome to you as well, Frank. All right, so talk to me a little bit about what it was like growing up in this small, this quaint fishing village of Six Men's.
Exciting. We had Six Men's. In those days, there was what I call the beach culture, which is very lacking right now. That beach culture. But I'm hoping that with the development of tourism into the community of Six Men's, a lot of this beach culture will return to the community. Because when I speak to people today, young people, about things like playing sandball war, or diving sea plates, or swimming races up to the boats, or even helping the fishermen offload flying fish. They used to bring in flying fish, and we used to crate them off by the hundreds. So as schoolboys, we would run from school on evenings and to do that. But the aim of it was to get the fisherman's grub. Fisherman's grub, of course, is the food that the fishermen cook out at sea, and they used to got some very hard dumplings. Yeah, we actually sometimes play cricket on the beach with the dumpling because the dumpling was hard. But that was part of growing up in a coastal village, and I don't think it was unique to Six Men's. I think it was coastal villages throughout or right across Barbados. But that was the excitement of it then, right? We are seeing now the influx of tourism. Tourism was always part of the community as well. But we are seeing more of the tourism now in Six Men's than we were before, because there's more commercial activity
happening in that general area. Right. All right, and for you, Kemar, talk to me about the difference in Oistins. Oistins has grown to be one of these iconic places that people just cannot visit Barbados without taking in a little bit of Oistins. How do you think the vendors generally have worked to be able to make that happen?
Well, you have said it clear. If you have come to Barbados and you have not come to Oistins, you have not came to Barbados. The experience is completely different. Oistins people are authentic, it is real, and it's the only living live town that actually still exists. Because all the people, or most of the people that operate from Oistins is actually from the Oistins area.
What can we get when we head up to Oistins? I know that people talk about fish, but there's so much more on offer.
Oistins is a typical fishing village. So the main stuff you will have is fish, but as you have identified and indicated, it is more than fish. So we have pork chops, you have chicken, you have crab, we have our own ice cream parlor, the fish cake booth. It is the full package experience when you think about tourism and culture and heritage. Everything that is needed is in Oistins.
Wow. I know, Frank, you mentioned that there have been some changes. Namely, there was Port St. Charles, now there's Port Ferdinand that are in very close proximity. You have the fish pot just around the corner, for example. How has this development changed or enhanced what's being offered or what people in Six Men's see?
And don't forget that right now there's a hotel being constructed right at Six Men's, which is the Pendry. And I think that's going to bring a lot of change as well. But the changes that a lot of the tourists now, they come into the community and they mingle with the residents. And we have a number of activities on a weekly basis which attract some tourists to Six Mains. For example, on Wednesday nights we have Steel Pan, and this is by Jones Bar and Snack on the main road. And I'm sure you know Ricky Ben, who is a panist. He plays Steel Pan, and they have Steel Pan every Wednesday night at Six Mains. And during the tourist season, you find sometimes you see more tourists around there than you see locals. But the other unique thing about Six Mains, and I'm glad that my friend mentioned, we talk about Oistins is only a live town, which I agree, it is, you know. But the difference is that Six Mains is not a town, it's a country village. And sometimes when people want to refer to Six Mains as another Oistins or Oistins in the north, I say no, we are completely different to Oistins. Oistins has its own character, and Six Mains must have its own character as well. And in Six Mains, the difference is that you, as a tourist coming into Barbados, you can go to Oistins and you have a very good time and enjoy yourself. The unique thing about Six Mains is that besides enjoying yourself, you can interact with residents of Six Mains who can converse with you and tell you about the history and the customs of Six Mains. So there's more interaction in terms of the residents talking about Six Mains. You don't normally, Oistins is not designed for that sort of thing. Oistins, as I say, is a town. So it's like people from all over the world, all over the country, culminate in Oistins, they enjoy themselves. Six Mains is more intimate, a more intimate setting.
Yeah, but having these diverse experiences is what makes the island what it is. So you can move from south to north, east to west, and get varied and different, very, very authentic and unique experiences.
That's why I tell people that
and that's what tourists is looking for.
There's no competition between coming to Six Mains or going to Oistins, because there are two different experiences, and I believe that all the tourists that come to Barbados should experience both.
Absolutely. In terms of what people experience when they go to Oistins, the entertainment is a really big part of it as you continue to share. I mean, we see so many people in Oistins. What are the numbers like on a weekly basis in tourist season, particularly in terms of people coming out to be fed, really, and to enjoy a little entertainment?
Well, we really never did statistics on the numbers, but what I can say, in the season, it is very crowded. You actually have no put an idea in my head that we should do some statistics to find out the amount of persons in season that is actually on site, but it's be crowded.
Yeah, and it's a good time for everybody when you head up to Oistins or you go to Six Mains, wherever you decide to go across the island. It is an authentically Bajan experience that you will have, whether you are a local tourist or you're a tourist from outside the island. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming in and sharing with us. Frank, for making the trek, as well as you, Kimar, for coming and sharing with us all about the Oistins Bay Garden. It's time for another break, but stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oistins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.6.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you. Welcome to Morning Barbados. Wonderful to have you sharing with us today. It's time for an update of the news. Minister of Housing Dwight Sutherland is refuting allegations that steel buildings constructed by government for housing purposes breached local and international building codes. He's sought to clear the air on what he has deemed misinformation on the airways in relation to these steel houses being constructed as part of the East or West Coast project. Minister Sutherland says a close examination of the buildings would show that the single houses are fitted with 2 doors, while the duplexes and quads are fitted with 1 door. He pointed out that Section 9.2 of the proposed Barbados Building Code states that there must be access to at least 1 entrance of a dwelling house. The minister was speaking during the Barbados Annual Construction and Design Conference. International standards, technology and export potential will rank high on the agenda of the Barbados Manufacturers Association Trade and Innovation Work Expo next year. Business-to-business talks should set the tone for the highly anticipated event. Executive Director of the Barbados Manufacturers Association, Sade Boyce, says it is a family event and the BMA is in the process of inviting several international buyers in a bid to increase export opportunities.
As it pertains to trade, we are manufacturing some incredible items locally, and we want to get those products out to the world. So one of the things that we are doing, we are bringing buyers to the exhibition in June who would help us in terms of facilitating of purchases for our local manufacturers.
Overseas promotion has started in the run-up to next year's Expo.
Recently, we attended the 4th China Caribbean Economic and Trade Cooperation Forum in Quanhai, China. We were able to engage their local media in regards to the Expo. We also engaged stakeholders in Washington, D.C. in August, and we continue to work with international stakeholders to ensure we bring Barbadians the very best quality Expo in 2025.
Now, youth advocates of the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Barbados continue to bring awareness to the school's nutrition policy, which was implemented in February 2023. And they joined their voices with regional youth in urging government officials to get on board and play their part in ensuring the nation's youth are healthier for the long haul. Our Rochelle Agard attended the Hope for the Future event hosted by the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Barbados in collaboration with the Healthy Caribbean Coalition at the Blackman and Gollop Primary School, and she files this report.
Minister of State in the Ministry of Health and Wellness, Davidson Ishmael, is urging parents to start eating healthy in the home to encourage children to do the same. He says despite the national school's nutrition policy still being in the implementation stages, awareness is key to bringing about a lifestyle change.
We have done, I think, an admirable job of going around and engaging as many stakeholders as possible, but we know that there will still be persons who will see some challenge with how this policy will be implemented and how it will affect their lifestyle. So I want to encourage the parents out there, all the questions that they may have, we understand and we appreciate the concern, we understand the hesitation. Persons are wondering where they're going to get the healthier options, they're worried about the cost of the healthier options, and different things like that. The government of Barbados is going to do whatever we can in terms of policy, in terms of frameworks, in terms of execution of the same policy, to see how we can best navigate this so that all stakeholders involved get the best possible deal.
The school nutrition policy. Aidan Allen of the Blackman and Gollop Primary School penned a letter to Chief Education Officer Dr. Ramona Archer Bradshaw, asking her to continue to make the health and wellness of the nation's children a priority.
What would this nutrition policy mean?
Ariel Crooney of the Shirley Chisholm Primary School also presented a similar letter to the minister. And the co-chair of the Barbados Childhood Obesity Prevention Coalition, Professor Anne St. John, says while there has been some negative pushback from parents in response to the policy, there is the need for more education.
It's been shown that snacks which are high in saturated products, salt, high in sugar, highly associated with NCDs, are a type of indirectly poisoning our population. So I believe it is that we need to stem the effort and give a far greater widespread education on the need for labeling products and what is to be gained for the effort towards having a healthier child physically and healthy nutrition for their brains so that they have energy and can perform on a daily basis.
The students have also vowed to do their part as the policy is further implemented. Rachel Agard, CBC News.
Meanwhile, the other co-chair of the Barbados Childhood Obesity Prevention Coalition, Nicole Griffith, says a new snack and beverage list making the rounds on social media is part of keeping up with the National Schools Nutrition Policy. She says while the coalition is a year and a half into a 4-year mandate to implement the policy, the drinks list is ideal, while the snack list is not. Ms. Griffith says this is their way of assisting parents and guardians with choosing healthier alternatives for their children.
Based on what drinks and snacks, then we were able to create this list based on the requirements we had, which was 10 this year. This year we reduced it to 10 grams of sugar, and we also reduced it to 130 grams of sodium. So we actually will reduce it every year until we get to the ideal. But currently we are not at the ideal, but this is a better option to what we have been currently consuming before.
Ms. Griffith adds, initially there was a lot of resistance trying to implement healthier alternatives, but as time has passed, people have been far more engaged, and they're contacting her to find out if new snacks are fit for purpose.
You will still have some people who will give the pushback because I guess some persons still don't understand the narrative or the reasoning behind the snack list. So we had those persons, and we still have some of those, but now we have people who are saying, who will call us and ask, can you send us the list? Or you will have a school that will say, well, we want to have a fundraiser, or we want to have, our PTA wants to know because the parents are asking. Or you even have canteen concessionaires that are asking you, do you have the company names? And so we created even a company directory of those companies who are carrying or producing these items so that we can get them to the parents, we can get them to the canteen concessionaires, the vendors.
Reducing the energy costs of the Barbados Water Authority is among the objectives of a project currently underway. It's the Water Sector Resilience Nexus for Sustainability in Barbados. During a town hall meeting at the St. Anne's Anglican Church, renewable energy specialist Felicia Cox said the BWA is trying to move away from disruptions to the water supply in the event of a power outage.
There'll be these systems, these photovoltaic solar systems at the pumping stations that will sell electricity to help to defray the cost of doing what they do, which is producing the water, right? That will help to control costs, okay? They'll be using at night, but from the grid, but they'll be producing during the day. But when the grid is down now, you can't sell anything. It doesn't matter, and you still can't use. So you'll be able now to produce water still with the standby systems, whether they are microturbines, diesel generator sets, or what have you.
Ms. Cox has offered a number of suggestions on how Barbadians can conserve water.
If you have a nice big kitchen garden and you want to be able to water it, how cheap is it to water it from the mains? You might not let your water bill when you're finished. That's why it's a good idea, if you're doing that, to do rainwater harvesting.
Now for sports, Barbados Taekwondo athlete Chioki Holder has won a bronze medal at the 2024 Polish Open. He was third in the men's 87+ kilogram sparring category. Holder defeated Mikhail Piotrowski of Poland in the quarterfinals. bronze with Holder. Barbados won 6 medals at the recent 4th International Shotokan Karate Federation World Shoto Cup, which took place at the UEL Sports Dock University in Beckton, London. Barbados sent 11 athletes to this competition, which attracted some 350 karates from 18 countries. And leading the medal parade for Barbados was Tariq Jordan, who won gold in the teenage kata. The other medals were all bronze: Maria Warren in the superior seniors kata, Trinity Knight in the teenage kumite, Shauna Griffith in the seniors kata, Levi Kelly in the 7 to 12 age group, Jaden Hobie in the 7 to 12, while the team kata of Hobie, Kelly, and Nausha Shuel Del Peach won the final bronze. And that's it for news at this time. Remember, you can tune in for Newsday at 12 noon here on TV8, or tune in to our sister stations for the world at 1. Morning Barbados, we'll be right back.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oistins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
All right, welcome back. We were having some fun with Me Without Sports that I read just now. I just have to let you guys know, because let me tell you, when it comes to sports, I'm like, really, guys? Did you give me that script? Bring Anne-Marie Burke. I think she's a whole lot better at it. Damien Bess, Anne Mar, all those guys. Now, I was so busy talking to the guys that I lost my scripts. Anyways, what I know is we're also celebrating deaf awareness throughout the month of September. And we've had quite a few people in all this month talking to us about deaf awareness. We had a wonderful young man on yesterday. And now we're going to be joining up as Marsha interviews Anita, who's deaf from Ukraine, about her swimming and travels and a whole lot more.
Hey, hello. What's your name? I am Anita. And yours? I am Marsha. Signed M by the cheeks because they're chubby. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well. So you are a former swimmer? Yes, I started to swim at 6 years of age. Do you miss it now? Yes, it's been a long time. I stopped in 2008 or 2009 due to back pain. Yes, swimmers always have health problems. I still swim. I started at the age of 11 and I'm continuing until now, age 19. You're 19? Yes, I am. I'm 33 years old. Wow, you don't look like it. I know, right? You look young. Most people think that I am. They say I look like 20, 25. Yeah. Okay, so where are you from? Ukraine. But now I live in Canada. Canada? I want to go to Canada, but I've never been. It's beautiful. Wow. When is the Deaf Olympics? We had Deaf Olympics last year already in 2022 in Brazil. Wow, I've been to Brazil twice. And 2025 is going to be in Tokyo. I would love to go to Tokyo. Have you received any medals? Yes, at the past Deaf Olympics, I received 7 medals. 7, wow. Did you receive gold or silver? I received 4 silver medals, 3 bronze medals, but recently in August at the World Championships, I received 1 gold, 2 silver, and 4 bronze. That's good. So, what is your favorite swimming stroke? Well, I love them all. Well, my favorite is the butterfly. Yes, me too. I mostly do the butterfly and the individual medley. Okay with the butterfly and backstroke. So for me, but I mostly like the butterfly. I like the long distance swimming as well. Me too. Like the 50 meter and the 100 meter. I prefer the 100, 200, and 1500 meter. 1500 freestyle, I don't like it. It's too long and then you flip and go back. At the Olympics in 2008, I was supposed to swim the 200 meter butterfly, but my Olympics time was 2 minutes 4 seconds. In the 200 meter, my time was 2 minutes 4 seconds. I almost qualified, but I couldn't make it because I was sick. I understand. Would you want to become a swimming coach to teach children? I would love to, but I haven't got the time. I work as a chef. I have a daughter. She's 5 years old. Oh, that's cute. In 2009, what was your time for the butterfly? Was it 2 minutes? In the quarterfinals, my time was 2 minutes 2 seconds. In 2009, my time was 2 minutes 4 seconds and 2 minutes 5 seconds. I almost qualified. So your time was 2 minutes 4 seconds? Yes, 2 minutes 4 seconds, but now it's about 2 minutes. Do you still go to school? Yes, this is my last year. I'm in college. Well, I go to school, but I plan to go to university, Rochester Institute of Technology. What would you learn? Fashion designing and architecture. Oh, wow. For me, I'm a chef. That's what I wanted to do. It's been 6 years, soon 7 years. You enjoy it? Yes, of course. Is this your first time in Barbados? Yes. Do you like it? It's beautiful. I enjoy it. It's been a good vacation. That's good. Would you like to come again? Yes, I will. Is it your first time meeting a Ukrainian? Yes. Oh, yes. I remember when I traveled to Trinidad for a swimming competition. I met one deaf from Trinidad there. But only the Caribbean swimming competitions, I met one deaf there. I haven't met deaf from around the world, just one, Trinidad. And now you will be the second person. So what countries have you flown to already? Oh, there are many. So I've been to Jamaica. 4 or 5 times I've been there. I've been to Trinidad. more than 10 times. I've been to Brazil as well twice. I went to El Salvador 1 time. Oh, Cuba once. I've been to Venezuela 1 time. Colombia once. I also went to Curacao. Puerto Rico 1 time. Dominican Republic. So many places. And what's your favorite countries? Wow. To be honest, mostly Trinidad. I love their doubles. And Jamaica. I like the Jamaican patties. What countries have you visited? How many? I've been to 22 countries. Ukraine, of course, that's where I was born and lived. Russia as well. I grew up there in the past. I've been to Turkey. I want to go to Turkey. I've been to Egypt. Also Poland, Italy. Yes, I almost went to Italy, but I dropped that. I wasn't well. I've also been to Germany, Austria, I also went to France. France is so far. Brazil, Argentina, Canada, Barbados, Switzerland. You know the Swiss Alps? Yes. And I've been to so many places. Oh, Sweden, Portugal, Spain. Wow, far. I love traveling. I haven't been to the European countries, just near to America. I've also been to Asia. I've been to Bali, Indonesia. Wow, wow. I love Bali. I would love to go, but it's expensive. It's so beautiful. Really beautiful. And then I'll go to more countries as time goes on. I haven't been to the European countries, only the Caribbean area, North America, South America. That's pretty much it, but not so far as Europe. But I almost went. My favorite are Sweden and Ukraine, of course, Canada. I want to go to Canada. I'll see if there'll be more in the future. Oh, and Bali as well. That's good. So you want to be a coach for deaf children aspiring to be swimmers? Yes. You want to be a coach? I have many kinds of work I would love to do, but I'll have to see what happens. But I've already experienced teaching children in Ukraine and Canada, in the schools. Maybe I'll teach. And Ukraine as well. I enjoy it. And here everybody wants me to teach them to swim, but when I have time, maybe I'll teach. You know, down there, Brown. Have you visited Brown's Beach? No, I haven't. My daughter, she's 5. She learned to swim. Oh, that's cool. She can swim on her own. I taught her. Thank you for meeting me. It has been nice meeting you. Same here. Thank you. Goodbye.
All right. So, of course, we wanted to share that with you as we continue to observe this week, International Week of the Deaf. And as I told you, this entire month we've been committed to sharing more about how important it is to be able to have those conversations. And I know you'd agree, it's certainly interesting to be on the other side of that conversation and see the ladies engage. Of course, Marcia is a chef. She's also a former swimmer for the Deaf Olympics. And the young lady that she interviewed was Anita, who is a Ukrainian swimmer who is also deaf. So wonderful conversation. A special good morning to those of you doing all the work behind the scenes to be able to make things happen in the deaf community. We know there's lots more to be done, but certainly there have been some inroads made. So we're really happy about that. Make sure you stay tuned to find out a little bit more. The voice interpreting was done by Joy Hall, who is hard of hearing and also a part of the deaf community. And Broad Street Media is a deaf-led business run by Sandra White Belgrave and Dario Nightingale. And they're the ones who put that video together that we shared with you. So congratulations to all of them. It's time for a break. When we come back, we are celebrating QC Pride. Who knows, I just might put on a tie and celebrate along with them. They're talking about something major, big activities that are coming up as well, and you just have to stay tuned for that.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it, Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love crew.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Just about 29 minutes to go before the 8 o'clock hour. The time goes by so quickly sometimes. I don't even realize that it's going by so quickly. It's time for us to bring on your screen some awesome QC Pride. Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome. We have with us Sharon Callender, who is a member of the Queen's College Association. I feel like there should be more on the back of that. Queen's College Association of the something.
Well, I can say that I'm not only a member of the Queen's College Association, I'm a former student, I'm a current teacher, and a very, very, very proud QC alumna.
I can tell. Look at the colors. She's definitely representing. And we also have with us Faith Leacock, who is a student representative. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
I know how the QC Pride stands. I definitely know what's happening. So your week of activities, the theme this time around is togetherness, past, present, future. And that most certainly is represented with you being here.
Yes, please.
As alum and as a teacher,
yes,
and representing for the association. And of course, having Faith with us as well.
Yes, please.
Represents, you know, past, present, and future. So let's talk a little bit about this awesome celebration, first of all, of Queen's College School.
The school itself, Founders Week, is in January. but the association was founded in July. And this week of activities is celebrating who we are as an association. And that is not just an association of former students. Actually, our association is unique in that we have parents, past and present. We also have teachers, past and present, as part of the association. So it's more than just old scholars.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know how it is for parents. Once you have children going to these schools, you kind of have to delve into all of it as well.
That's right.
And it's wonderful that you continue to build on this school pride. How do you feel to know that you're part of this awesome legacy at Queen's College Faith? I know that it comes with a lot of pressure.
Yes, it does.
A lot of the times to often do the right things because that's what people expect. But also when it comes to performance, you guys did okay at inter-school sports this, last time around. You did okay.
We're ready for 2025. That's all I'll say. The Warriors are coming back strong.
All right, good stuff. So, talk to me about what that awesome school pride feels like.
I've been at Queen's College from 1st to 6th form. This is my last year at Queen's College, and I can say throughout my time at this school, I've definitely enjoyed it. The teachers are awesome. I love the school spirit. We're always hype at BSAT. We might not always win, but I know we're always hype. So far in this position in Queen's College student representative, I've been able to represent the general student body. I've been able to listen to their concerns, any ideas that they have, and I bring that feedback to the committee and we work on starting out those plans. Yeah.
All right, that's beautiful stuff. So you have a week of activities under this theme coming up, starting with a church service. Tell us more.
This year's church service is a bit unique because we're having a multi-faith service. We've recognized that over the years we have students come into Queen's College from different cultures, and this year we're celebrating our history, our legacy with inclusion of the Muslims, the Hindus, and the Rastafarian community. And so we're going to be having this service on Sunday at the school in the hall, and we're going to be celebrating as a family.
Oh, that is beautiful. And you're bringing it to the QC Hall. And then, of course, the celebrations continue throughout the week. Tell us more about that.
Yes, on Monday we'll be having our joint assembly. So the Queen's College Association will go on and speak to the students about the week of activities. And later on that morning we'll also be having our tree planting ceremony. And that really symbolizes the long-lasting commitment to the future generations of Queen's College. Yeah.
Yes. Then after the tree planting ceremony on Monday, we're going to follow that up on Wednesday with the annual Elsie Payne Memorial Lecture. And this year's featured speaker is none other than Miss Paula Ann Moore. And as we know, she's an advocate for parents and their relationship with the CXE, and she's been advocating a lot on behalf of our students and our parents, and we want to have her as a former student to come and make that presentation.
Then we move into Thursday.
Thursday is a free day. We have a day, no activities during the day, but in the evening between 3:30 and 4:30.
Is that not the, that's October. Okay, go.
The Thursday evening between 3:30 and 4:30, we actually have a match, a basketball game, the QCA, which will comprise teachers and students from the past, as against the under-19 champions, the current basketball team. So that is a surprise addition to the week of activities. So that takes place the Thursday afternoon at the school as well.
So they get to show the old fogies how it's done.
Or the old fogies get to show them how it's supposed to be done. We'll see how it goes. It should be fun.
Yeah, or if we play a bold song.
What's that?
The Maggies, they get to show the Maggies.
I believe that Mr. Clive Holder, who is organizing the team on behalf of the QCA, is going to do an awesome job to bring the ones that have the skill and the talent to show those younger boys how the game is really played.
I'm sure I'm going to show up with that song on my phone, Faith, just in case I lose. What else is coming up?
The Friday we have I Love QC Day. Throughout the week, some people wear their colors for the entire week, but the Friday specifically, we have a competition on social media where you can take your pictures dressed in either your uniform or whatever way you're supposed to symbolize Queen's College, and you can then post it on the social media with the hashtag And then we are going to choose the winner, and the winner gets a special prize. I've already got my nails done. I don't think the camera can zoom in, but I already have
the camera can see it. You need to put them up again. Let's see those.
I already have my
this
QC nails.
This is QC Pride, girl. I love it.
Yes, please.
Yeah, definitely planned out and absolutely beautiful. I love that. And then also coming up, Faith, we're coming to you for that one.
Okay, on Saturday.
Sorry. On Friday. Elaine.
Okay. On Friday, we'll be having a lime at Savvy Bay. At Savvy on the Bay. That'll be Friday, October the 4th at 6 p.m.
And then treasure hunt. And then treasure hunt.
And then following that, we will have our treasure hunt this Saturday.
All right, so you definitely have lots and lots of activities.
Yes, we do.
For former students, current students, as you mentioned, the association is made up of, past parents and so on. So definitely a lot for everybody to do to celebrate
indeed.
that Queen's College Pride. What does it mean to you, as a former student, to be able to carry on this legacy?
When I entered Queen's College, way back when, I remember saying to the principal in my first encounter with her, I don't know that I want to be a student here. And she said, this is a good school and it's an excellent opportunity. And I do remember another occasion where I spoke to the guidance counselor and I said, I'm not sure I want to be a student here. And then fast forward to now, I'm so glad that I am a member of staff, that I am a former student. The legacy of the teaching, the culture, the embracing as a family. I felt that as a student, I feel it as a teacher. And through the years, because when I finished school, I started to teach right away. So I've never really left Queen's College. Queen's College is in my veins. And I love where I am and I love what I do. And for me, it's just a sense of pride to know that I'm a student, former student, I'm a teacher. It's who I am.
Oh, that's beautiful. What about you? You're still there.
Yes.
I hope you're not questioning your place, but if you are, that's A-okay, because I know at this age sometimes you have questions. But how do you feel in terms of the pride and to see that there's so many people who've gone before, who've done so well, and who are still so proud to be a part of the school's legacy?
Yeah, so initially I did have the feelings Miss Calendar has, and like, why am I here? But being able to be a part of the Queen's College Association board, I've been able to see the passion these individuals have for Queen's College. So many people give back not only financially, but they also give back their time to Queen's College. And I've really seen, through staying up late, planning for these events, I've seen the passion that they have for Queen's College, and I too am started to adopt that.
All right, that's beautiful. Tell us the social handles so we can get online and find out a little bit more about Queen's College. Let me do a search because Miss Calendar
at QCA Barbados on the IG page, we have at QCA.Barbados.
All right, let me find that to make sure we're giving people
yes,
the
it's correct. At QCA.Barbados.
Oh yeah, here it is. I already follow you guys. The Queen's College Association. So it's QCA Barbados. If you search QCA Barbados, you definitely will find it. I wish you the very best on the week of activities. And once you get on there, you can see all the posters telling you exactly what is happening, all the things that are coming up, starting off from the 29th, which is this weekend, with that multi-faith service that we told you all about. October 4th, the QC Lime, QC Association Line, the QCA Treasure Hunt is on the 5th. And it goes on and on. The 2nd is the Elsie Payne Memorial Evening. The 4th is the I Love QC Day. Also on the 4th, a lime. Yeah, I love that. Liming is the heart of any association.
yes, indeed.
And then, of course, there's the treasure hunt coming up as well. There's tree planting. There's the joint school assembly. So lots and lots happening. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And it's wonderful to hear about such an active association that involves students as well. Means a great deal. I look forward to that day when I see all those pictures posted with everybody with their QC pride, you know, in their ties and everything.
Some people actually wear to work uniforms.
We'll see if they can beat up some of the other pride that's around. We definitely will be challenging the QC crew to come up with their I Love QC Day pride as well.
The Warriors will win. That's all I will say.
Yeah. She said that. Have a great day, girls.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And a special good morning to all QC alumni. Good morning to you. Your time is coming up, so make sure you celebrate with the association. Wonderful to have you in. Make sure you celebrate with that QC Day, and we're going to be representing here on Morning Barbados as well. Stay with us, because coming up, we're going to take a peek back as well as we continue to celebrate BTMI Tourism Week. Tomorrow, of course, we have the special day coming up, which is Tourism Day, but we also have been doing quite a few things. QFM celebrated with Q in the Community in England. They were also in New York. We're going to tell you a little bit about where Q will be in Barbados today, and we're going to be talking about the Red Foundation as well. That's all coming up.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oistins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
It's 7:45. The time is going by quickly, so we told you we are still celebrating World Tourism Week. We were on Tuesday, we were at the LESC, and we came live an extra hour and all that, but there were still so many people that we couldn't get through that we did quite a bit of chatting with a few of the exhibitors and people who were present after we went off air, like Gabriel Welch, who was here a few weeks ago to tell us all about his books and how they've been sharing Barbados' story. They've been working along with the BTMI, and we caught up with him to talk a little bit more about that journey. By Gabriel Welch, who is co-creative director of GABC Productions. He's no stranger to Morning Barbados. We've had him on with his fellow co-director before to talk about all of the amazing work they're doing to share authentic Barbadian experiences with little ones in books. And of course, we have the books here displayed, an entire box set. So good morning to you, Gabriel. Good to have you on again.
Good morning. It's good to see you.
Talk to me about all the work that GABC Productions has been able to do through the years to share Barbadian experiences with younger audiences.
Well, we started with the Harrison Cave, which depict Harrison Cave, and from beginning to end, the whole journey, along with some nice activities and fun facts. Yeah, so that's how we started, and that was during COVID. And more recently, you know, we traveled with Marsha, Aline, at the Genoa tourism event, and that was really, really amazing.
Tell me more about that. How were the books received in that space?
Actually, the UNESCO were very interested with our books, and they want to work with us, so get ready to hear some great things and to see some great things coming up as well.
How
they
did
wanna
this
work with us.
opportunity come about to be able to work with the BTMI?
So basically, at first when we traveled, when the UNESCO selected us because we had applied, we had no idea that we would travel with BTMI. And then we end up meeting Marsha in the plane. And then she was like a mother hen to us. She took care of us during the whole trip. If we needed anything, she had it. You could ask for an extra jacket, she had it. She had everything, Yes.
Yeah, so where are you hoping to take this series? You said it started with Harrison Cave. What are some of the other places of interest that you've placed within these books?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
What are some of the other places of interest that you've placed within the books?
Right, so basically we have Bridgetown. We have also different sites and attractions, such as like on the island tour, we have the Flower Forest, we have Earthworks Pottery, we have St. Nicholas Abbey, we have the Animal Flower Cave. I mean, we have so many different places of interest. So basically, if you want a nice overview of what things to do and see in Barbados, and you get one of those books, it's not just fun and entertaining, but it's also a good travel guide as well.
And then you went outside of Barbados.
Yes.
And you presented a book on a Caribbean cruise. So you kind of brought in a few more Caribbean destinations.
Yes, we brought St. Lucia, St. Kitts, Trinidad and Tobago. Let me see. At least 7 islands that we featured, including Barbados. Yes.
Where are you hoping that these books will take you in terms of sharing them with the world, especially through this newfound relationship with UNESCO?
Well, we really hope to reach the far ends of the world with the book. We hope to reach more people. We hope to bring more people to Barbados, but we also hope to travel the world and discover new sites and new attractions and create new content. So that's what we want to do.
All right, well, we definitely look forward to hearing more about Gapsy Productions and all they're doing. The books are just here on the table, on display as well. And what they've been able to do is to write all about some of the places of interest, not only here in Barbados, but across the Caribbean as well for a younger demographic. So if you're looking for a great book for the little ones in your life to get them a little more engaged with tourism or the various tourist sites, here's a great place to start. Thank you so much, Gabriel.
Thank you so much.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
My friend, you don't plan to get it? Oh, Barbados. Hey, I'm KB Clean. Join me 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here at 94.7, the best and ultimate Bajan experience. My show is called Bajan to the Bone. Don't miss it, Bajan to the Bone. Weekdays right here and only here on 94.7.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love cruise.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. It's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
So time is growing slim, but I hope you had a great time with us here this morning. We certainly had a good time being with you and sharing all these wonderful stories and telling you about what's happening. Make sure you stay abreast of what's happening throughout the week as well. Today is Q Day, so we're heading out for For Q, you can also tune in if you can't make it out. Tune in to Q 100.7 FM. Kimberly is going to take care of you. Lady J, Andre, the entire crew, they most certainly will take care of you. Mark Anthony on your weekends. Admiral, of course, your morning guy. That's your Q team. Of course, today we're heading over to Ellerton in St. George for Q in the community. So make sure you follow me to Q at the Ellerton Community Center, Ellerton, St. George. Q is sponsored by Glacial Ice, Juicy, Pepsi, Dasani, Minute Maid, White Rock Ginger Ale and Soda, Ryder Hard Wine, 7-Up, Smirnoff Ice, Smirnoff Vodka, Barefoot Wines, Black and White Whiskey, Johnny Walker, Fernand's Black Label Run, Angostura White Oak Rum, Banks Beer, Deputy Beer, Guinness, Guinness Smooth, and Shirley Biscuits. Our live broadcast gets going around 12 noon on Q 100.7 FM. That's today. We're at Ellerton Community Center. So St. George, here we come. Look out for us. It's going to be a good time at QFM. Q in the community, of course, you get to play dominoes if that's your thing. You can do line dancing. You can participate in the karaoke and win fantastic prizes. Whatever suits you, it is all at Q in the community. Also, we wanted to remind you that the final leg is coming up this weekend for the Red Foundation's Walk the Talk. And this is going to be the leg from Lancaster down to St. Lucie, or up to St. Lucie, as the case might be. So make sure you come on out and be a part as well of that as well. So the annual Red Foundation's Walk the Talk charity walk, it started back in 2020 and is happening right now. Now, on the third leg of the walk that moved all the way here to CBC, ended from CBC and ended at Lancaster in St. James. We saw lots and lots of people coming out to be a part of it. So we wanted to share some of that with you so that you get a feel for what it's like on the road, doing it for the charity, which does a lot of fantastic work in the community and has started a mentorship program along with another charity in the St. Philip area.
The placement doesn't really matter for me. I just needed to get out and get a run in. I just like to run. Running is therapeutic, so I just do it for fun. It makes me feel good knowing that what I love doing helps somebody else. So it's a good initiative and I totally endorse it. I'll actually be back next week. This is my first time out, but I try to encourage as many of my friends to come out again next week. Hopefully we can get them to walk. They don't all need to run. I walk some too. I got a little injury, so I was just, recovering, using this as a long run just to, help with the training aspect.
My name is Carol. I'm here at leg 3 of the Red Foundation walk. And I think at the end of this walk, I probably going to do about 18,000 steps. But in 14,397 steps.
How many steps? I am thinking anywhere between 14 and 16,000 steps this week. I cannot wait to see the results. 15,170. If I keep moving, we'll be at 15,200. This was a great day. What's going on? Good morning, Barbados. My name is Celia Cullimore, and I am on leg 3 of Walk the Talk. Last week, I walked about 13,000 steps, burned over 1,000 calories. We want you to join us at leg 4 next week. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.
So leg 4 is from Premium Seafoods Car Park at Lancaster St. James down to Darrell Jordan School in St. Lucie. So we shared some of the highlights for you from last week for the walk. That certainly went well. So congratulations to them. Hey, coming up on tomorrow's edition of Morning Barbados is going to be chock-a-block. It's going to be jam-packed. It's going to be lots and lots to do. So we have, tomorrow is actually World Tourism Day, and we are going to tell you more about a concert that's been being put on by the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. So a team from the BTMI, they're going to be in to talk to us about that a little bit more in recognition of the day at Pelican Island. So we look forward to hearing more about that. Plus, we chat with Ashley Lashley and Michelle Harding about Green Tech Expo. It's a collaboration with the Caribbean Youth Ambassadors. Pontifications and poetry is that kind of time for the little ones and not so little ones to get involved and send those entries in as we look toward Education Month. Gloria Haynes, who's an education officer, is going to be in. She's the main coordinator for pontifications and poetry. She will tell us about how you can enter, how you can get your little ones to enter and be a part of that awesome initiative. The DM is having a seniors roundtable discussion and expo, and we're going to have Simon Aline coming in to talk more about that to us as well. Plus, Walk for the Cure is almost here. As we look toward October, you know that's the month where we wear our pink and come out to represent for breast cancer awareness. We're going to tell you more about this year's walk and why you simply must support the initiative and get out and get your checks as well. Plus, we continue to observe Deaf Awareness Week as we wrap up all of the activities for this week. And we're heading across the seas to Trinidad and chat with Luke Summerson about his new release for Carnival 2025. That and a whole lot more coming up on Morning Barbados. I don't know how we're going to get through all of it, but we certainly hope that you will be able to join us for the ride. Have a great day today. Have a wonderful... Oh, yes. Don't forget to wear your sneakers tomorrow. I certainly will be wearing my sneakers for National Sneaker Day. So make sure you put those sneakers on when you head on out. How could I forget that? Wear your sneakers tomorrow for National Sneaker Day. And let's all get a little more active. All right? That's my commitment to you. So have a great day today. Be safe. And be sure to tune in again tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning.